Alright, my money mavens, my future moguls. Welcome back to the channel. So, how is everyone doing today? Are you still out there relentlessly scrolling, endlessly searching for that mythical niche? The one that is supposed to magically unlock all your financial dreams? Because if you are, I'm here to tell you, you're looking in the wrong damn place. And honestly, it is probably costing you more than just time. It is costing you potential. And let's be real. Potential is currency, my friends. It is a very valuable currency. Many people ask me, like every single day, hey, what is the secret to making serious money? And I tell them the honest truth, a truth so simple, so profound, but guess what? No one, absolutely no one, ever believes me. They want some complicated algorithm, some secret stock tip, some hidden loophole, but the real secret, the actual cheat code, is staring them right in the face. It is you. Yeah, you. Sitting there, scrolling on your phone. You are the secret. You are the niche. Let that marinate for a second. Really let it sink in. Because for far too long, we've been fed this narrative, this idea that we need to find some small, underserved corner of the market, some tiny little segment where no one else is playing. And then, like a chameleon, we're supposed to adapt. Change our colors, change our stripes, just to fit into that little box. But here is the cold, hard truth. Trying to find a niche is like trying to find a perfectly unique snowflake in a blizzard. It is exhausting, it is often fruitless. And by the time you think you've found it, it is probably already melted, or someone else has already built a snowman on it. Seriously, stop looking for a niche. You're not a piece of a puzzle. You are the entire damn puzzle. You're not a cog in a machine. You are the machine. Think about it. Every unnecessary expense, every dollar you frivolously spend, that is one less employee you've hired to work for you, one less little worker bee diligently, making more money for your future self. It is like you're actively firing your best financial advisors. Your little money soldiers simply because you couldn't resist that shiny new gadget or that extra avocado toast. And don't even get me started on the insane fees some of these financial institutions charge. They're like leeches, slowly, subtly sucking away your hard-earned blood. They dress it up in fancy terms. Management fees, transaction costs, advisory charges. It is all just polite robbery. And these people, these self-proclaimed gurus who preach constant trading, buy low, sell high, they scream, day trade your way to riches. They promise. It is all noise. A smokescreen designed to keep you busy, to keep you churning, so they can keep collecting their little bits, their little pieces of your wealth. But I'm telling you, the real path to wealth, it is boring. It is painstakingly slow. It is ridiculously simple, and it is all about patience. It is about understanding that every single thing you possess, every skill, every experience, every thought, every feeling, every one of your unique quirks, your oddball interests, these are not liabilities. These are your superpowers. This is what makes you you, and guess what? There is an audience, a market, a tribe, for exactly who you are. You don't need to contort yourself into someone else's mold. You don't need to mimic what is trending because trends like fashion fade, they come and go, leaving a trail of exhausted, broke followers in their wake. Instead, I want you to focus on this. What are you genuinely passionate about? What do you obsess over? What problems do you instinctively want to solve? What knowledge do you possess that comes so easily to you that you almost take it for granted? These, my friends, are the building blocks of your personal niche, your unique selling proposition, your entire brand. Let me give you an example. I used to think I needed to be super buttoned up, super corporate, to talk about finance, to be taken seriously. I tried to use all the fancy jargon, diversification, asset allocation, beta, alpha. And guess what? It felt fake. It sounded boring. And frankly, I sounded like every other suit out there. My videos were getting like 7 views, 3 of which were probably my mom, bless her heart. Then one day, I just said, screw it. I decided to just be myself, to talk about money the way I talk to my buddies over a late-night beer, with a little sarcasm, a lot of real talk, and absolutely no BS. And guess what happened? The numbers started to climb, slowly at first, then exponentially. People started connecting. They resonated with the authenticity. They didn't want another stuffy professor. They wanted a friend, someone who could break down complex financial concepts into plain English, someone who could make them laugh, and maybe even make them think a little differently. That is when I realized I wasn't finding a niche. I was becoming the niche. My unique perspective, my slightly irreverent style, my deep-seated disdain for financial jargon and greedy fees. That became my brand, that became my niche. And it is something no one else can truly replicate because it is me. It is my DNA. It is my worldview. And you, my friend, have your own unique DNA, your own worldview, your own quirks and passions that no one else possesses in exactly the same way. So stop trying to fit into a box that was never designed for you. Stop trying to be someone else. It is a losing battle, and it is a waste of your most valuable asset, which is your authentic self. Your time, by the way, is also a non-renewable resource. Every single hour you spend trying to be someone you're not, or chasing a trend that is already on its way out, that is like, I don't know, $30, $50, $100, whatever your hourly rate is, just evaporating into thin air. Think about the true cost of trying to conform. Let's do some quick math. If you spend, say, 3,000 hours over the next 5 years trying to find your niche, by doing things you hate, things that aren't you, and your average hourly value is $50, that is $150,000. $150,000 of your life, wasted, utterly squandered, because you were too afraid to just be yourself, because you were convinced you had to find some external thing instead of cultivating the gold that is already inside you. This isn't just about making money. By the way, this is about living a life that is genuinely fulfilling, a life where you're not constantly battling against your own nature, a life where your work feels less like work and more like play. Because when you're being authentic, when you're operating from your true self, that is when things flow. That is when opportunities magically appear. That is when connections happen effortlessly. And that is when the money, guess what? It starts to follow. So what does this actually look like in practice? First, self-reflection. Spend some quality time with yourself. Turn off the notifications, put away the phone, and ask yourself, what do I truly love? What am I naturally good at? What pisses me off about the world that I feel compelled to change? These are your starting points. These are your clues. Second, stop trying to be everything to everyone when you try to appeal to everybody. You end up appealing to nobody. Pick your lane. Even if it feels narrow at first, embrace your quirks. Embrace your unique perspective. The people who resonate with you, they will find you. And those are the people you want anyway. Those are your true fans, your loyal community. Third, start creating. Start sharing. Don't wait for perfection. Don't wait for permission. Just start putting your authentic self out there. Starting a podcast, building a product, whatever your medium, just start. The messy, imperfect beginnings are often the most genuine. And that genuineness, that authenticity, that is your magnet, that is what attracts your tribe. And here's the kicker. The more you lean into your unique self, the less competition you actually have. Because no one can be you better than you can be you. It is like having a monopoly on your own existence. And that, my friends, is the ultimate competitive advantage. And let's talk about the psychological aspect of this. Because personal finance, wealth building, it is not just about numbers. It is about mindset. It is about psychology. When you're trying to fit into a mold, when you're constantly seeking external validation, you're operating from a place of scarcity, from a place of fear. Fear of not being good enough, fear of not being unique enough, fear of not having that secret sauce. But when you embrace who you are, truly embrace it, flaws and all, you shift to a mindset of abundance. You realize that your uniqueness is your superpower, not your weakness. And that shift in mindset, that is where the real magic happens. It is like unlocking a secret level in a video game. Suddenly, opportunities you never saw before start appearing. Conversations flow more easily. Collaborations seem to manifest out of thin air, and your energy, your personal magnetism, it just skyrockets. People are drawn to authenticity. They crave it in a world saturated with carefully curated facades and manufactured personas. Being unapologetically yourself is a revolutionary act, and it is an incredibly lucrative one. At that, think about the biggest names, the true innovators. They didn't find a niche. They became a category of one. Steve Jobs didn't go looking for a tech niche. He redefined technology. Oprah Winfrey didn't find a talk show niche. She became a media empire. They understood that their unique vision, their unique voice, was more powerful than any pre-existing market segment. So what is holding you back? Is it the fear of judgment? The fear of not being accepted? The fear that your unique perspective isn't valuable enough? Let me tell you, that fear, that little voice in your head, that is the real enemy. That is the thing that is actively sabotaging your financial future. Because it is keeping you small. It is keeping you playing safe. And playing safe, my friends, is the surest way to mediocrity, the surest way to a life filled with what-ifs and regrets. We're here for a limited time, a very limited time. Do you really want to spend it trying to be a carbon copy of someone else, trying to chase fleeting trends that were outdated before you even started? Or do you want to build something lasting, something meaningful, something that is truly, authentically yours, something that generates not just wealth, but also genuine fulfillment? Because when your work aligns with your true self, it stops being work in the traditional sense. It becomes an extension of who you are, a natural outflow of your passions and your purpose. And that, my friends, is a powerful, powerful force. A force that will attract wealth, opportunities, and the right people into your life. It is like compound interest for your soul. The more you invest in yourself, in your unique truth, the more it grows. And the returns, they are truly exponential. So, my final advice, and I truly mean this from the bottom of my heart, stop trying to find a niche. Stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to be like everyone else. You are already enough. You are already unique. You are already the niche. Now, go out there and own it. Stay boring, stay patient. Peace.